We departed from Tokyo at 9, and after 1.5 hours Shinkansen, we arrived at the largest city in Japan's Tohoku region, Sendai. If you are into the anime Haikyuu or played a lot of Japanese Sengoku-era games, or a fan of Hanyu Yuzuru or read Lu Xun in school, this city might feel strangely familiar to you. Like many other cities in Japan, the area around the train station is usually the busiest and the most commercially developed part of the city. We went to drop off our luggage at a hotel first, and right outside was the famous Sendai Morning Market. But since it was already around the noon, a lot of the shops had already closed. It's basically a street filled with vegetables, fruits, seafood, and local products. Apparently Sendai is also famous for edamame. There is also edamame ice cream and milkshake available in the train station. But what I really recommend is the Gyutan, Sendai's famous beef tongue. It was one of the most impressive beef I've ever had. We went to this famous place called Zenjirou. The brunch inside the station is tiny and almost always has a huge line in front, so I would recommend going to another brunch just a few minutes away. This is their classic set meal for one person, and the highlight is definitely the meat. It is the definition of melting in your mouth. It's a must try. After lunch, we took a bus to check out the city. Even though Sendai is a northern city, it feels really vibrant and covered in trees. This little path is towards Zuihoden. Zuihoden is the mausoleum of Tate Masamune, the first lord of the Sendai domain, and the place where he was finally laid to rest. The building is an example of the lavish architectural style from the Azuchi Momoyama period. This is where you are supposed to get off from the horse and walk on foot towards the entrance. At the entrance, you are supposed to clean your hands. Passing through the Nehan Gate, you arrive at the main hall of Zuihoden. Very unfriendly stairs. Remember to look behind you. And here it is. It looks a bit too new because the original Zuihoden was destroyed during the war and this was the reconstructed version. Still very pretty. Besides Zuihoden, the grounds also contain Kansenden, dedicated to the second lord, and Sennoden, dedicated to the third lord of Tate family. They were built in a very similar style to Zuihoden, just on a slightly smaller scale. Compared to the history itself, I was more drawn to the nature of the site. Hop on to the Loople Sendai bus, we arrived at the next destination, Sendai Castle Ruins, or Aoba Castle. Sendai Castle was the castle built by Tate Masamune in 1601 and is considered the very starting point of the city of Sendai. It was built on the hills of Aoba Mountain, giving it a panoramic view over the entire city of Sendai. Although most of the original buildings no longer remain, this is still one of the best places to experience the legacy of the Tate clan and take a panoramic view of Sendai. Today, the massive stone walls of the former castle become the most impressive ruins on the site. At the foot of the castle ruins is the Sendai City Museum. And here is my recommendation for dinner.